Hey everyone, Brian here from Digital Escapist Network with a new series I'm trying out called 5 Hours In. You'll have to excuse me this time. I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm a little bit hoarse, so I'm sorry. So what is 5 hours in? So what I'm going to do is play a game for the first time, and after about the first 5 hours, 5 to 10 hours, I'll give my impressions. Usually on our regular podcast for Digital Escapist Network, we will do some game reviews, so this will actually just be a first impressions type of thing. You know, what I think about the play style, the ability to keep my interest, problems I'm having, or things I find fun. Finally, I'll talk about whether or not I'm likely to continue the game to its finish. So here goes. This is my 5 hours in of Dragon Fin Soup. I'd like to say at first that I was playing this on the PS4. So this game was developed by indie studios Grimm Brothers. The game is an action RPG-ish, roguelike-ish game with a story centered around an alcoholic bounty hunter named Red Robin on a quest to discover her past. Grimm Brothers, Red Robin, get it? Yeah. And her first pet in the game is a wolf named Big Bad. Get it? Get it? Anyway, so far I'm having a great time with Dragon Fin Soup. I've completed a couple of missions, a couple of quests, and cleared a couple of dungeons. The world is, of course, procedurally generated, so if I do decide to play the game all the way through and then play a second time, it won't be the same. It'll actually be new. I'm playing the game on story mode just so that I can get used to the controls before I try something like survivor mode, and I'm playing on standard difficulty, really just so that I don't have to deal with permadeath. So far, it's very interesting. The characters' lines of dialogue are humorous, especially from Robin, who loves a good fight and is just pretty much doing this for the money so far. I'm enjoying the quests. They seem fun. The loot is interesting. The style of the battles. That's all the good. Now for the bad. Well, the item, crafting, and equipment controls are horrible on the PS4. You have to select every item in the inventory individually, and instead of it automatically populating in the other screen, you have to hold it with a button on the PS controller and then drag it. So for instance, you go to sell an item at a vendor, you have to pick up the item and then hold the button and then drag that item over into the vendor inventory, instead of it being able to just click the item and have a screen appear that asks you, if you want to sell it or not, or even a button that causes it to auto-populate the vendor's inventory screen. It's really clunky and off-putting. And that is true. This screen is true for anywhere where you have to move items. So not only the buy, sell, but also crafting, equipping items, etc. You get the point. I'm also having a problem with the fishing minigame. They talked a lot about fishing, and one of my quests is actually to collect fish. But it seems like the controls don't work that well on the PS4. I can't seem to get my lineup fast enough, and there is a time limit. I'll probably end up going online to see what people are saying about that. I haven't tried too much of the crafting. Like I said, I'm pretty early in the game still, and the terrible controls make it more of a chore than anything else. But I'm looking forward to it. I actually have several recipes that I've found that I'd like to try out. Plus, apparently, if you don't need a recipe, you can just start combining items to see if it actually makes something. But like I said, I'm not going to start doing that until the controls get a little better. Anyway, overall, I like the game. My verdict is that I will continue to play the game until the finish. Again, this is Brian from Digital Escapist Network, going 5 hours in on Dragon Fin Soup.